Well, we can see that that's the entrance to the boss room, but we can't get there yet. There's lava in the way. So we got to figure out another way to get out of here. So we're just going to start off by throwing some bombs against these giant rocks. And yeah, we've discovered another transport pod. So, always a great thing to have options available. I say that. Just pick this up and toss it. Once the doors open, we make our way through and we're back outside yet again. And we're getting closer to our destination. There is the Great Valoo. And you can see he's in some sort of distress for sure. And yes, the stairs are falling from behind you. Don't stop running. And yeah, there's no way to get back. You're stuck. And if we look in here, we can see that our friend Medli has indeed been captured. Let's take a quick peek with our trusty camera. Yeah, there she is, and she's sad. She's being guarded by two bokoblins. I think that's what they're called, right? Bokoblins. And up there, the Great Valoo is in some distress. I mean, look at his eyes. They're just wild with pain. So, I think it's time we get in there and try to figure out what's going on. Yeah, try to sneak attack me, will you? Yeah, take that. Oh, but if you thought we were done, you were wrong. We have to fight the Moblin. So these guys are a pain in the butt. So they have their spears, which they will use to poke you. If you get too close to them, they'll shove you. Even if you're in the middle of an attack, they'll somehow manage to shove you off. I guess the easiest way is what? How? I guess the easiest way to kill them is to wait for a special attack to become available like that. Later on, they really become a joke of an enemy, but you know they do have annoying attacks without a doubt. Yeah, we came to rescue you, of course. We got the grappling hook. This was an item used by the Rito people before they had wings. It's one of the coolest items, I think. You know, it's no hook shot, but it's definitely cool. Before we climb up, I want to break up this orb. Take that heart, and we have a new item. A skull necklace. You can keep it in your spoils bag. This rather off-putting accessory would appear to be of little value, but shown to the right person, it is apparently of great worth. So we'll hold on to that for now because it does have a little bit of a use later on, although not a huge one. So she's showing us how to use the grappling hook with branches and things of that nature. So one thing that they added to this game that wasn't in the GameCube version is first-person view. So I can bring out the grappling hook and walk around. I can walk around, I can do whatever, I can climb stairs, you know, all kinds of useful things. So I find that to be extremely awesome. A nice addition to, nice addition to the game. And you can do that when you're using the grappling hook, as well as, say, the bow and arrow, and other items like that. So as when you're, hanging off chandeliers and stuff like that, if you press ZR, you actually can change the length of the rope. So we can do something like this. I will do that, and then I'll just press ZR to stop. I go up to shorten the rope, and I go down to lengthen the rope. And by doing that, I can make my swing longer or shorter, depending on how far I want to go. And of course, I mean, the physics aren't real life exactly, but it does make a little more sense that if you want to jump further, the rope has to be longer. So that's another cool little thing about this game. And the angle you jump off matters, so you don't want to assume that you're going to land on the platform that you're aiming for, because you could very well miss. So, right. That was hilarious. Oh, that was so good. But yeah, believe it or not, we're still in this level. Yeah, like I said, this level is it's a really long one. And like I said, there's nothing really wrong with that. But I just find it odd that this is the first level, this is the first real dungeon. And it's taken this long to beat. What's stuff? So I don't exactly remember. I'm gonna be honest here. I don't remember if that's exactly what we're supposed to do, but you cut the bridge. Maybe, yeah, you do cut the bridge. Okay. Um, cut the bridge to jump down. Yeah, whatever. Crap. The only thing is, with so many joy pendants that you collect in this game, do they really need to tell you what it is every single time? That kind of annoys me a little bit. So this part gave me a lot of trouble at first. There we go. And we're able to jump down, or drop down to this bottom area. At first I was trying to cut them individually, those ropes holding up the bottom of the cage. I would try to cut them individually and I would always end up sliding off. I didn't realize you had to do a spin attack. I feel really stupid once I figured it out. But yeah, it's definitely a spin attack. So this is a new kind of switch, I guess. And you can jump backwards, so let's do that. I really hate the bats. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing when a game's enemies really, really just make you so angry. Maybe it's good design. They're supposed to make you upset. You're not supposed to like them, I guess, right? Now, I've never tried it because I've always been scared to, but I wonder if you lower yourself too much, will you actually let go of the rope and fall? Or does Link have enough sense to not actually let go of the rope? I don't know. And if I'm going to try it, it's definitely not going to be when I'm hovering above a pool of magma. So maybe we'll try it some other time. Oh, yes. So here we go. What you need to do is press that switch. But if you press the switch, it's one of those switches that if you're not standing on top of it at all times, it pops back up. And you notice that we have these friends here, and we can hit them with our hook shot, and we can pick them up. And if we're quick, because you do have to be fast, we can put them on the switch, and they can be the things that we use to make the fire go away, giving us access to the big key. Use it to gain entrance to the room where the dungeon's boss lurks. And we're done here. Now, let's take a look at our map. So, if you remember, we're in the first floor, and I told you there was a one more treasure chest we want to get here on the first floor before we make our way to the boss. I don't know if I can reach it from where I'm standing. Oh, right. As soon as you grab the boss key, there are fire keys, which of course do a lot more damage. Than regular keys. But oh, you can also use the hook shot to grab items. Just FYI. That's okay, we got 2 hearts out of that. Oh, whoa! Yeah, that's a good display of first-person view. Be careful. I don't think that... Is there anything... Why is that... Is there anything over there that I need? I guess not, really. So let's see if we can get out of here without actually having to... It doesn't look like we can. Really would rather not have to backtrack the entire... Okay. Backtrack the entire dungeon just to get that one treasure chest, but it's definitely one worth getting. So I think, I don't know if this is going to be a big mistake, but you know what? I know what I'm going to do. So we're back here. Make sure when you fight these guys, you don't fight too close to the water jars. I mean, they give you no chance to really get a swing in. They really do attack you in tandem. So if I'm correct, what I wanted to say before those stupid bats got all up in my business is if we make this platform go back up, make our way back to the boss room, there was that transport jar that we can use to get back to the beginning of the dungeon. And from there, we can transport closer to the last uh what am I trying to say? I think it's possible. I may be wrong. Let's find out if that's right. Yeah, absolutely. I'm absolutely correct. We'll just make our way back up like this, and we'll go through this door. And this door leads us here. And sure, we could easily just go ahead and hop over and take on the boss, but if we hop in here first. Okay, so this brought me back to the beginning, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I don't understand how I missed. Spin attacks never miss. That coin. Are you kidding me? Come on. Sheesh. Yeah, I'll take the heart. I'll actually take the pendant. And then I'll grab the rupees. Alright, anyway. Let me take a quick look. What's the fastest way to get there? I think just walking there is the fastest way. And if we're careful, we won't lose any more life, and we can actually get to the boss battle with full heart. I'm gonna have to take on this choo-choo. I really didn't want to, but I mean, collecting chew jelly is no bad thing. It's actually a good thing. Treasure chart. Now you might be thinking, is it really worth the treasure charts? Are they really worth it? Yes and no. Some of them have pieces of heart. And, I mean, some of them are just money. Some of them are just, rupees. But some of them actually do have pieces of heart. So if you want to collect every piece of heart in the game, you need to collect the treasure maps. And yeah, it can be a little tedious, but I mean, collect them if you can. Go out of your way if you can. Get in here super fast without having to bother with the fire keys. Really not a fan of those guys. Not a fan whatsoever. I just want to do something. It's very important that you keep your bottle handy coming up. Oh, we have a knight's crest. So all who are skilled in the ways of the sword know the value of a crest such as this. We need to collect these. This is the third type of collectible. Got the joy pendants, the skull necklaces, and then you got these guys. So we definitely want to collect these pendants. And we want to keep our bottle handy. Actually, I'm going to start throwing them. Because coming up, and I think it's this one or the one next to it. Come here, you. No net required. We caught the fairy in the bottle. When our life runs out and we collapse from exhaustion, this fairy will replenish your strength. Poor little girl. She does not look happy to have been caught in a bottle. As with the other Zeldas, we don't actually need to have her equipped. She'll come to our aid if we die. But, you know what? Let's get started with this because we're about to fight our first boss battle. Let's go in. Alright, we're about to fight our first real boss battle. So looking around, we can see Valu's tail's hanging from the ceiling, so there's got to be something in here that's causing him all this pain. Let's walk forward. Yikes. Am I right? Baloo is angry. Baloo does not like this. So by grappling onto his tail and swinging back and forth, he drops this big stone. Dropping the big stone causes crack in Gohma's armor. Gohma will not like this and she'll put the stone back up on the ceiling. And we wait for Valu's tail to come back down. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Ugh, didn't hurry up in time. And that happened. So we need to find that tail, get on that. Swing across, and thankfully, I like to be up here, to be honest with you. It makes things easier. I don't like to be on the ground floor. And while we're here, we might as well grab a heart. We have to be a bit careful because Gohma is now going to be angry with us. Because with this final crack, I think it takes 3. Boom. Yep. Completely cracked. And so, no more armor. Did I just fall in the lava? No. I'm fine. So, now what? Well, now we Z-target the Queen. Queen Gohma. Is it Queen Gohma or just regular Gohma? I don't know. So yeah, we target the Queen. We target her eye. Bring it closer and do it again and again. It's really a basic battle. Once you get the armor off, that's really the hardest part. Keep cracking. Then grapple her, and she'll die. I think her head blew off. Is that her head that flew off? Yeah, yes indeed. Can you imagine if that landed on Link and actually killed us, and that was how we... And with that, the pool of magma is going to cool and harden. And we can collect. We collect our first actual heart container from defeating an enemy. Your life energy has increased by 1, plus your life gauge has completely replenished. And we're gonna step into the light. We did it. He's still being such a little brat. Oh, I heard everything from Medli. Sorry I mistrusted you, but I hope I can be like you so. So, through all that, we received Dense Pearl. I mean, this is what we wanted, the gem that the Ritos claim was passed down from the Great Goddess. The King of Red Lions asked us to retrieve it, and we have done so. And ladies and gentlemen, with that, we've completed our first dungeon, collected our first pearl. In our next episode, there are things to do still on this island, and before we complete the adventure on this island, we still have a few things to do. And then we'll head out for our next adventure. So I hope you'll join me again next time on the next episode of The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD. See you guys next time.